Hey everyone, welcome. We are going to learn how to seal the deal today. I'm so excited. My name is Melissa Milo. I've been in this business 7.5 years with It Works Global. And so our business is obviously evolving with how the world's evolving. We have the best products. So I'm going to teach you with your leads how to guide the conversation. So whether you get your leads through host-to-post, messages, posts, etc., there's going to be two ways that you get these leads. It's either going to be talking about one product or a general post, period. So one product is like a post where you get leads saying, I like the big new post right now is that I know of is, hey, if you could take 2 pills or 2 supplements for 90 days and lose 30 pounds, is that something you're willing to try? That talks about one product. A general post where you get leads is something like, who of my friends is looking to lose 15 to 30 plus pounds, that type of thing. Obviously, like with those, any likes, comments, you'll screenshot and send a message too. So if it's just one product, we're going to talk about 2 different scenarios. If you're talking about one product here, you're going to send, with the example I gave you about the 2 supplements each day for 90 days, 2 pills a day for 90 days, you are going to start the conversation with a screenshot of the Thermify X. People don't know what Thermify X is. It's not a name that says exactly what it is. Kind of like hair, skin, and nails. Hello, that product's for your hair, skin, and nails. Thermify X, people don't know. So I call it the metabolism booster. So you'll send a screenshot of the description and you'll say something like, send the screenshot then, hey, I have product tester spots open. And this is the description of the awesome new metabolism booster. Do you have any questions about it? And also if you do a voice message to hear your excitement, that's awesome too, because people can hear your excitement. But you don't always have to do that. Okay, so we're gonna hop over to your general conversation starter. If it's a general post about losing weight or getting healthier or something like that, they'll say, hey, I hope you're having a great day. I just saw your comments. Then you're going to say, do you have a goal in mind of how many pounds you're wanting to lose? So one thing you want to know with this is you're going to always end in a question. Every time you respond to someone, always in a question. Even if it's something general, I'll give you some examples. When I don't know how to end something in a question, I'll say, does that make sense? Or is that something that sounds good to you? Or, just anything kind of general to you. So take notes. You'll want to memorize this, write it down, study this, because I have signed tons of customers this year, and this is exactly the formula I've been using. So you got your first message for one product, your message for the second product. After you send the one product message with the description, hey, this is awesome new metabolism booster, and I have some product tester spots open. Do you have any questions about it? They'll answer blah, blah, blah. If they have questions, like, just address their questions, but then always your next question to them is going to be, do you have a goal in mind of how many pounds you want to lose? Even for this general post where you sent them, hey, hope you're having a great day. I just saw your comments. Do you have a goal in mind of how many pounds you want to lose? You want to ask them questions, and people will open up and tell you a lot of different things. Obviously, you're not a doctor. If they ask you medical things that you have no clue, go into your chats and your upline and ask them so that you will know how to reply. But just in general for this is the outline. So they're going to reply. It might be something as simple as, yeah, how many come in a bottle, or blah, blah, blah. You'll say, oh, there's 16 in a bottle, which is a month's supply. Do you have a goal in mind of how many you want to lose? So you'll always come back to the same format, and it's like the same conversation every time, but you might have a little bit other things thrown in there. So then they're going to reply of how many pounds they want to lose. Then you're going to say, okay, I'm so glad you have a goal in mind, or a specific goal in mind. Do you try to eat healthy and work out any? Then they're going to put their reply. Do you see how simple my replies are? You don't want to overload people with information. So after they reply, if they work out and try to eat healthy, you're going to say, okay, so based off your goal and lifestyle, here are some options for you. And I know I don't have them listed out like this, but it's more effective if you list it out like this versus just writing it all in a sentence. That way they can kind of see the list, but you'll say, based off your goals and lifestyle, here are some options for you. 2-day cleanse, metabolism booster. Greens to detox and give yourself awesome nutrition. Fat fighters to block any carbs and fats from cheat meals. Meal replacement shakes, weight loss coffee or creamer, and energy. So whether they eat healthy or not, I still put in the fat fighters and say that the fat fighters, which block carbs and fats from meals. Let's be real, everyone has cheat meals, like everyone. So that's something you don't want to skip over. So that's key right there. And so you have that list you gave them. Then you're going to end with, do you have any questions about any of these product helpers? And they're going to reply. They may say like, well, what exactly does this do or does this do? So if you notice, when I listed out these options, like the 2-day cleanse, that's self-explanatory, like that's a 2-day cleanse. We all know what that is. They may want to know, like, is it a drink? Is it a powder? You know, simple questions like that. The only ones I elaborate on are the greens, because they need to know that those detox, and fat fighters, meal replacement shakes are just given. Energy, that's going to be our keto energy, but I don't elaborate on that because energy is energy, right? So then they're going to reply, and you're going to address their questions. And then the next thing you're going to ask is, do you have a budget in mind towards you losing? And then you're going to throw in whatever their goal is. Like, let's say they said 40 pounds way up here when you ask them their goal. So you'll say, do you have a budget in mind towards losing 40 pounds? And I underline this. This is so important because you can't saying their goal again kind of just registers in their brain like, hey, I need to lose this 40 pounds and, you know, what am I willing to spend on it, basically? So that's why you say, do you have a budget in mind for the 40 pounds? This is where this conversation can go 2 different ways. I have people that just won't say a specific budget, and for that, I just say, okay, which options from this list interest you? I'll pull pricing. And then they'll reply. If they give you a budget, you'll say, okay, you'll put it together a package for them in your head. Like, obviously, you want to do, based off what they say, metabolism booster, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so if they give a budget, you'll just say, okay, let's do blah, 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 which is normally this much money, and you'll add up the retail price and say it's this much, it's this amount, or just blank bucks as a product tester. So you give that high retail price, and then the second price, you don't say the dollar amount, you say 50 bucks. For some reason, that wording just works good. As a product tester, then you're gonna ask, do you happen to be familiar with the product testing special? And then you're gonna go to, they always say no. You say, okay, you get to pick anything you want each month for at least 3 months and are instantly rewarded my same wholesale cost of 40 to 45% off. Are you willing to tell me how it's going along the way in exchange, as a testimonial, in exchange over the 90-day plus trial? You can word that however you want. You can change it up. The reason why I'm like looking at this is because I have this copied and pasted in my notes. I literally copy and paste it. So mine says you get to pick anything you want each month for at least 3 months and are instantly rewarded my same heavy discount. Throw in heavy discount of 40 to 45% off. Are you willing to tell me how it's going during the 90 plus days for a testimonial in exchange? That's what mine says. So if they told you that they didn't have a budget and you asked them which products they're most interested in or they're interested in to pull pricing, you always list the retail price and the wholesale price. Always, always, always. That way they can see that they're getting a good discount. And then again, after listing the prices in a list, just like you listed the products, you ask them too, and you tell them, here are the retail prices and product tester prices. Do you happen to be familiar with that special? And then again, you're going to tell them you get to pick anything you want each month for at least 3 months and are instantly rewarded my same heavy discount of 40 to 45% off. Are you willing to tell me how it's going sometime during the 90 days for a testimonial in exchange? So the reason why I do that wording is because it's like a trade for a trade. Like, hey, I'll give you my discount if you're willing to tell me how it's going. And that's the absolute best wording lately that I have been able to find. Of course, this was so trial and error. So after they say, yeah, sure, absolutely, you say, okay, let me create a unique link with the discount for you. What's your cell or your email for me to send it to? And then they'll give you their cell phone or their email. After that, you say, also, all of this is offered to you with the heavy discount. Do you want anything else before I finish creating your cart? And send them like a list of everything that we have to offer. That way you can also work on upselling there. So you send the list. Then you open your Connect app and you add them into a group. My group that I use is PLC, Potential Loyal Customer. You're going to add them as a contact in there. Then you're going to create their cart and you're going to send it to them. If you don't know how to do that yet, learn, because you guys have no idea. Itworks has made everything so easy for us back in the day, 7.5 years ago. And even up to just a few months ago, we always had to get their info and enroll them or walk them through the website towards getting it. So you'll send them, the Connect app will give you their link, and then you send it to them because they're in your contacts in the Connect app, and you'll say, hey, whatever their name is, here's the discounted products you wanted in your cart, because the message includes the link first. Click the link, click continue, click checkout, and proceed to check out. And then the first top join now, click that. That way you don't have a membership fee. Fill out your info and then submit it, and let me know when you're done, please. That way I can let you know how to earn free things along the way. And they'll send it to you or they won't. So let's say they send it to you. You'll say, awesome, thanks for being my product tester. So you earn free product credit each month with your shipments, which you can redeem after your 3rd shipment. The longer you stay on shipments, the more you earn, and you can always switch out your products to try new things. If they did not send you a confirmation, which you get a confirmation notification if they did sign up, but say you never got that, you never heard from them. In about 10 minutes, I will send them a follow-up message and say, hey, I'm so excited, you're getting started. Did everything go through okay? And then if still nothing the next day, I'll send them a message. And the reason why it's so urgent that you do this so fast is because the faster you get your sell in. What are my dogs doing? I hope y'all can't hear that. Sounds weird. They're like digging into the couch or something. Where was I? Okay, so, oh yeah, the faster you seal the deal, the faster that, or the higher percentage they are of signing up. So, next day, if you still haven't heard from them, hey, so-and-so, I have a few product tester spots open still. Would it be easier for me to get your info and set you up? And, you know, they'll say whatever. If you're overwhelmed and have so many leads, I like to at least do it by that following Friday. You know, in the next day is most immediate. But if not, follow-up Friday is a great day if you have a long list of people and you're trying to catch up and all of that. So if you're not doing weight loss, if you're doing a specific product, I'll just give you an example of how the conversation will go. Instead of asking them what their goal is and how many pounds they're wanting to lose, all you're gonna say, like let's say you're talking about hair, skin, and nails. Hey girl, do you know about how many inches you want your hair to grow, and are you wanting to thicken it as well? Just throw in some questions like that to keep the conversation going. Ask them their goals and what they're wanting in order to sell them the product. So that's how you seal the deal. Hopefully this helps. Memorize this, take notes if you need to, rewatch this, whatever you need to do. So good luck. I am excited for you guys to sign a Jillian Loyals, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.